There's a secret everyone thinks they know, but almost no one understands. It's not about talking louder, it's about what happens in the silence. Imagine being a founder, standing at the edge of something huge. The world tells you, pitch harder, talk nonstop, sell yourself every second. But some of the most unstoppable founders, they don't speak much at all during fundraising. They don't need to. Their silence holds a power that shakes investors, partners, entire markets. This is not about them being shy or lacking something. It's about something so deep, so raw, being unshakably clear inside, so connected to their vision that words are almost secondary. You can feel it when it happens. The room changes. Time slows. People lean in. No flashy slides, no rehearsed speeches, just presence. Pure, magnetic presence. That silence is the loudest message of all. It's the difference between begging for attention and commanding it. For founders struggling, this is the pain. You shout and shout into the void, but no one listens. You explain, argue, justify, try to be everything to everyone, and you get watered-down yeses because the noise drowns out your essence. The problem is not the market or the idea. The problem is the desperate noise, the flood of voices exhausting their breath trying to convince instead of embodying the cause. Investors don't want founders who explain why they deserve money. They want founders who make the money's absence obvious. Silence isn't empty. It's packed with stakes if you know how to wield it. But how do you get there? How do you stop talking without killing your chances? That's the secret so many founders miss. It starts inside. The founders who raise money with almost no words aren't scared of silence. They've built a fortress in their minds, immune to the roar of doubt and outside noise. They carry their why so deeply it would take more than words to shift it. They know what they're building, and it shows in everything. Calm eyes, steady hands, unflinching energy. The energy that says, this is inevitable. They don't pitch an idea. They bring a vision alive through presence. This silence comes from a place where every word has been tested, stripped down, refined until it means more unspoken than spoken. The noisy founders are still negotiating their own belief. The silent ones, they're past that. They're not selling anymore. They're simply letting others catch up to what they already know. When you stop fighting to be heard and start showing your strength through quiet conviction, investors lean in because they want a piece of that certainty. It's magnetic. It's real. But let's be brutally honest. Getting to that place isn't easy. It means wrestling with fear, peeling back every layer of desperation you hide behind, and confronting your own doubt head-on. You must ask yourself, am I here to survive or to build something that can't be ignored? Because only when you commit to being unshakable inside can silence become your weapon instead of your cage. How do you start? Begin by unplugging from the endless pressure to perform and convince. Drop the scripts, the buzzwords, the endless hustling for validation. Instead, get ruthless with your time and energy. Invest them in clarity. Clarity about what problem you solve that no one else can. Clarity about the impact you want that can't be measured by quarterly reports or trending buzz. Clarity about your non-negotiables, what you will never compromise for money, power, or shortcuts. This clarity fuels presence. It fuels a silence that pulses with power instead of emptiness. Next, embrace listening more than talking. The silent founders don't own conversations. They guide them with questions that cut deep. What do you really want to see here? Where do you feel the risk? Where are you still unsure? They don't fill the silence out of pressure, but to illuminate the gaps that reveal true interest or doubt. This makes their silence strategic, not accidental. You become that founder by becoming a master of patience. This is miles away from the instant gratification culture you might be trapped in right now. Patience means knowing when to hold back words, when to let others reveal their fears and hopes. It means being okay if the room is quiet for longer than you want. That silence is not weakness. It's an invitation. Silent founders use that invitation to connect at a level words can't always reach. But here is the hard truth many founders avoid. Silence won't work if you aren't ready to walk the talk. Investors smell inauthenticity from miles away. If your product, your team, your own readiness aren't aligned with that inner calm, silence feels empty or awkward instead of magnetic. This means building your foundation. It means making sure your own life and values match the story you carry. It means leading your startup not as a mask or brand, but as your full, imperfect, fiercely committed self. That alignment creates the kind of rare confidence that echoes in silence. Finally, understand that this silence isn't for everyone. It's not about being cold or unreachable. It's about finding the few who truly see you. The investors who get that your pitch isn't a show, but a preview of what you're capable of. The partners who respect that your vision goes deeper than words. This is a filter, a way to separate the shallow yeses from the birth of something real. And to build that connection, you have to be ready to go beyond traditional paths, beyond the pitch deck, beyond the startup events, beyond the endless loops of noise. To create this silence, you must enter a space where the usual rules don't apply, a place where rarity is the norm and excellence doesn't hide behind volume. In this space, you are not another voice in the crowd. You are a signal that disrupts the static. This is why some founders raise money without saying a word, because they don't need to. Their essence does the talking. Their vision pulls people in without fighting for attention. They don't just want to raise capital, they want to build a movement, a force that can't be ignored, not because it's loud, but because it's certain, deep, and alive. If you want to break free from the noise, stop screaming into emptiness, and start raising on your own terms, find that place inside you where silence speaks volumes. Cultivate it, protect it, live it. Because in that silence lies everything you'll need to rewrite the rules, not just of fundraising, but of what it means to be truly free as a founder, as a leader, as a creator of the future. And the world, no matter how loud it gets outside, will lean closer to listen.